And we live.
Yo,
What up, bro?
not much, man. What's going on, my guy?
Nothing much. Just watch your Sooners win that game. Yuck.
Ooh,
3 straight
uh,
natties. We'll talk about that later. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the House Divided. I'm Corey Hilliard. The man next to me is B Hill. If you've been here before, you know what it is. If it's your first time, me Casa, Sue Casa, B Hill, let's jump into it, man.
guys, we just need you to do four things before we hop into this thing. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We're sitting here at 79 subscribers right now. So if you guys could help us get to 100, that would be greatly appreciated because I always hear the first 100 is always the grind. Also, tap that notification bell. Hit the thumbs up button if you like our content, you like what we're saying. And last but not least, guys, we always want to hear from y'all. Hop down there in those comments. Good, bad, right, wrong, indifferent. We don't care one way or another. My guy Corey over here just said that we're going to get to it later. I want to go ahead and get this out the way real quick.
Yeah, let's do
Boomer,
that.
Boomer freaking Sooner. That's all I got to say, man. That's not all I got to say. The Sooners three-peated tonight. And for those of you that don't know out there, that's the first time a team has three-peated in softball since the late 80s, early 90s when UCLA used to have their run of things. You know what I'm saying? So that's not only is that 3 in a row, Corey, that's 6 in the last 10 years, my guy. And I was watching it tonight. I've been watching all season. Jordy, sophomore. Jada, junior. Tiari Jennings, junior. Brito, junior. I mean, the list just keeps going on and on and on. I say all that to be said. Y'all stay tuned. 4-peat's coming next year. Guarantee it right here on the House Divided. I'm guaranteeing Charles Barkley's stamp of approval on the thing. So that's all I had to say about it, man. I just wanted to give my Sooner girls a little bit of love on there. They absolutely deserve it, and they were absolutely phenomenal. So, with all that being said, Corey, let's hop in here to this Nuggets and Heat game. And sorry, guys, it's a day late. I was kind of consumed last night with the weather delay and the softball game. Everything else, it ended up being a real late night. We couldn't hop on here last night like we wanted to. But we're here tonight to give you guys our thoughts on this game 3. And what happened in game 3 is exactly what I've been anticipating this whole entire series so far. Now, it's only 2-1. But when you sit there and you just look at the pure absolute dominance that the Nuggets displayed last night, when you have your two best players drop a triple dub, I mean, Jamal Murray, he came out the gates absolutely firing. He was on fire. What's going on, Matt, my guy? Always showing up to the show, man.
What's
we
up,
appreciate you. Yeah, help us grow this channel, my guy. Tell your friends, tell your family about us. So, when you look at this, though, Corey, when you have those two guys doing what they did, I mean, it just goes to my point. They have nobody to stop Jokic. And they really, I mean, they don't really have many people to stop Jamal Murray except for Jimmy Butler, which I believe has taken away from Jimmy Butler on the other side because he's had to work so hard, my guy, on trying to defend Jamal Murray. And he doesn't defend Jamal Murray every single time down the floor. But something that's really, really big, and it's going to go unnoticed, but I notice it, Aaron Gordon, my guy, the offensive rebounds that he gets for his team, you know what I'm saying? They're absolutely huge because it seems like he gets those offensive rebounds, and whenever he throws those off to the side, you know what I'm saying? He'll get them, and he'll do those quick little passes to Jokic. Jokic throws this little floater. I mean, dude, it's absolutely phenomenal to watch. It's good basketball. And, I mean, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo did their thing, man, but they just don't have enough, Corey. This is why, before it started, and then I'll kick this over to you, why I had the Nuggets winning this in 5. I was saying sweep. That was my head and a little bit of alcohol talking that night. It's Nuggets in 5, man. That's what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be even close from here on out. What do you say?
You know what? I think the Heat got a little bit of a reality check. I think with them winning that game too, them coming home, there's a little bit of I want to say complacency, because at home you expect to play better. You got the home crowd behind you, and I think the Nuggets showed they were the more desperate team last night. They did not want to go down 2-1 and they had to play a game 4 with the possibility of going down 3-1. So the Nuggets to me look like the hungrier team. Mike Malone kind of got on his team through the media after game 2, saying that they didn't play hard enough, kind of called them out. And when you tell a bunch of professional athletes that it's the NBA Finals and they didn't play hard enough, I mean, that's the response you got. So, there's this saying that's been going around, the big shows all day, saying that when talent works, when I forget the quote, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And that was basically Mike Malone's message to his team in the media, is that we're the more talented team, but they worked harder than us.
They did.
But there's a caveat to that saying, bro. And it's when talent works hard, then there's nothing that the hard-working person can do. And so the Heat found out last night real quick and real fast that, hey, the Nuggets are the more talented team. And for us to beat them, we're going to have to absolutely outwork them, not 100%, but 1,000%. The first time in NBA history that 2 teammates in the same game had a 30-point triple-double. It's never been done in the whole history of the NBA. So that right there kind of lets you know what was popping off. And they really didn't need much from anybody else. Michael Porter Jr. didn't do too much. Aaron Gordon gave you a solid 11. The kid Christian Braun came off the bench, gave you 15. I mean, but other than that, man, this was just a Jokic and Murray show, bro.
He gave you a solid 11 and 10, though, my guy. The guy had a double-double and plus 16 in the plus and minus. I mean, those are that was huge.
Oh yeah.
It was huge. But it was the way that he did it, though. It's not. It's kind of one of those players, and that Braun guy off the bench for them.
Yeah.
I mean,
out of nowhere.
That Joker, if you remember, he's a rookie out of Kansas. He won the national championship against your Tar Heels last year in that Final Four.
Yep.
So you should be very familiar with who he is, because yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to dig a nerve there, my guy.
It's fine.
I can't really say much, though, because you did beat my Blue Devils to get there. So it is what it is. That's neither here nor there, though.
I was just about to bring that up.
We're not going to get into that. We're just going to stop the talk right there and there. Hey, got to shout out my guy, Matt. Absolutely, bro. 3-peat, natty champs, game over. I said that we was going to mention that at the beginning, but my boy Matt brought it up here. Matt, we're going to go get some beers. I'm sorry I blew you off the other night, my guy. We are definitely going to go grab us some brewskis. So, I'm sorry, I had to get that in there. That man Matt has been a big supporter of the show. He's been on every one of our live shows so far. So shout out to Matt, man.
Shout out to Matt, man.
When OU football season starts, we're gonna have to get that man on for a live with us. You know what I'm saying? To kind of talk about a little bit of football, because he knows what he's talking about.
Heck yeah.
So
he's always welcome.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, dude, it was just an absolute dominant performance. The thing that stood out to me, one of the things, I don't know if you caught it before the game. Did you hear the locker room speech that he had before the game? Mike Malone. He basically just was asking Jeff Green. He said, "You've been in the league how many years?" And I couldn't remember how many years he said he's been in the league. I know it's been 10 plus. He said, "How many times you've been to the finals?" And I think it was his second time there. And then he was talking to some other players. This was their first time there. Excuse me. That just goes to show you how tough it is to get to that point. There's a lot of guys that play in the NBA. They don't even sniff the NBA finals. So for them to be there, it just spoke volumes to me. Mike Malone got his team ready. Those guys, he had spoke to it. He said, we've played 4 out of 6 good quarters, because they, in the first game, or in game 2, they were up by 15. Then they gave the lead back. The Heat came jumping back. But, I mean, dude, they're trouble. They're trouble. The Nuggets are just primed to win it all, Corey. It's all there is to it. It's just all there is to it. Are you changing your pick, man? Because
I'm not.
Please do.
I'm not. Why do I have to change it?
Because it's not going to happen. You're going to make
You don't know
yourself look
that.
foolish.
You don't know that. If they win this
Right.
game 4, if the Heat win this game 4, are we going to have a different conversation?
They're not going to win game 4, Corey.
You don't know
They're
that.
not.
You don't know that.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
You don't know.
The Heat looked defeated in that game, my
You
guy.
told me they were going to win game 2. What happened?
That's fair. I did. I said they were going to sweep them, and then I did. But
so has your prediction come true?
Hang on. But I did say, though, but I'm leaning more towards a 5-game series. And whenever the series first kicked off, I said Nuggets in 5. So,
you're like I said, to say Nuggets in 6 because they're not winning game 4.
Yes, they will.
You know. You don't know.
Guarantee.
You guaranteeing it?
Guaranteeing.
Oh my gosh! You're gonna have to. All right.
Guarantee.
Okay. All
what
right.
What are they gonna do between game 3 and 4, Corey? That's gonna be any different?
The same thing they did between game 1 and 2 when they lost and they won the second one.
But game 1 wasn't. This looked like the Nuggets was like, we figured you guys out. You're not beating us,
bro. There's a lot of disrespect for this Heat team, and it's been a central theme throughout the playoffs.
No,
it's just a lot of disrespect.
No, I'm not They've had a great year, my guy. It's been absolutely phenomenal. 8 seed, making it all the way to the finals. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Celtics. Great job. You're just not going to beat the Nuggets. It's the Nuggets year.
I'm sorry. The Phoenix Suns got 2 off of them. If the Phoenix Suns can do it, then this Heat team can do it. I'm sorry. And I know that Phoenix team was a 2-man show.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you before this started?
What? The
Suns, the Lakers, the Nuggets, and the Warriors all would have beaten the Heat in a 7-game series, and you can book it. You can book it. LeBron James with a right torn tendon in his right foot would have beaten these freaking Heat, dude. They ain't got no size, my guy. They have zero. You're not going to beat Jokic with a 6'10", 6'9" Bam Adebayo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you also told me before the playoffs it was gonna be the Bucks and the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. That was everybody's pick, and the Heat ran through both of those teams.
Well, okay, but the freaking Bucks, man. If Giannis would have been 100%, that might have been a different series.
The Bucks beat the Heat in Game 2 by 36 with no Giannis. I don't want to hear the no Giannis.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, because it happened.
Come on, bro. You take the MVP off of the team, man. Come on, dude.
He was there for the second 2. He was there for 4 and 5. What happened?
He wasn't right.
L.
He wasn't right.
The dude dropped like 30 points in both games.
There it is. Give it to me, Matt. Tell him. Tell the people what we hear. He agrees with me. That's my guy right there. He knows what time it is out here.
All right.
He said, I thought it was going to be Lakers and Celtics, so I was off. We did too, Matt. We did too. My guy Corey right here, he's a Celtics fan. I'm a Lakers fan. That's diehard. And you know what? Let's be honest. The NBA world wanted the Lakers and the Celtics too. I know we're being a little biased here, Corey, but I think we can respectfully say that.
Oh yeah.
The ratings in this finals
would have been off the charts.
I mean, can you imagine? But it didn't happen, so it's irrelevant, really, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. And hey, Matt, I got to disagree with you on this one, my guy. Sorry. I know, and Corey and me, we disagree on this as well. Jordan's not the GOAT, in my opinion. And I'm not saying LeBron's the GOAT. My GOAT's Kobe. It's what I grew up on. That's what I was raised on. And that's how it works for me. I'm a Kobe GOAT kind of guy, but you can either have Kobe, LeBron, Jordan. Everybody has a different one. So, what else?
Yeah, I take Jordan. I have Kobe. I got Kobe over LeBron though. I think Kobe's a better player than LeBron.
Absolutely. You want to talk about LeBron playing with a right torn tendon in his right foot? That man Kobe played with a freaking torn ligament in his wrist and changed up the way that he shot to be able to win. Brandon, we used to. My guy. This is a good dude right here. I'm telling you. Man, what else you got on this, bro? You got anything else we want to talk about on this?
Look. Game 4 is the series for the Heat. That's it.
Absolutely, it is.
So we'll talk about this Friday night. The Heat have to win this game 4, bro. You do not want to go back to Denver down 3-1. That is not an option.
Well, really though, it's already bad though because they gave back home court after splitting in the first 2 games, and then you sit there and you lose game 3 in that fashion. On your home court.
It was really the third quarter, man. It was a tight game into like the last minute of that second half, that second quarter. The Nuggets go in 5 at halftime and then come out and the Nuggets just poured it on in the third.
Pull these stats back up here. Jokic had 21 rebounds, my guy. 21.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's stupid.
Absolutely freaking ridiculous.
It's the boards, man. The team that wins the rebounding battle usually wins the game.
Oh, every time. Every time. They shot better than them. I mean, what were they? Where are they at here? Let's look. Scroll on down there. Where were the Heat? So they shot 51% for the game. Looky there. That's another stat right there you don't want to be in. And then look at that plus and minus for the Heat, man. Yeah, all negatives. Which of course, when you get blown out by 15 points, you're going to be down in that.
Yep. Yeah. I'm not counting the Heat out.
I appreciate that.
Just not counting them out.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. I do, Corey. I really do. Let me ask you this, though. What adjustments do the Heat have to make going into game 4?
They gotta rebound better. They gotta muck it up. You can't lose the rebounding battle. That's number 1. Number 2, you cannot let both Jokic and Murray go off for 30. You got to stop one of them, right? And so what they were doing on those pick and rolls, they were kind of blitzing Murray and trying to get the ball out of his hand. And then Jokic started doing that little dribble handoff to where they really couldn't blitz him. So now they got to come up with a new game plan. And then one of the 3 undrafted guys that everybody loves to talk about for the Heat have to show up and make shots. That's not really a tactical adjustment. You just gotta green up like in 2K, man. You gotta hit your shots, bro. If you ain't hit your shots, you're in trouble. And the 4th thing is Jimmy Butler's got to be more aggressive in the beginning of the game. He's got to set the tone, right? We hadn't had that big Jimmy Butler, Hemi Butler playoff game yet in the finals. So
love it.
He need a prayer. That's all they can do. That and pray. Yes.
Love it.
Shout out to Jesus Christ and the man of love. They better be praying tonight and tomorrow night.
Hey, man. And this one right here, sorry, Matt. Those 11 championships were against a bunch of white dudes that were no taller than me, my guy.
There were only 8 teams in the NBA at that point, too. It was an 8-team league. Yeah.
No disrespect. He's definitely up there amongst the all-time greats. Bill Russell is a true champion. Don't get me wrong. But those 11 championships that he won, man, he ain't winning those in today's game, and he wasn't winning those in the 70s and 80s.
No.
So, yeah. That's all I'm saying. But no disrespect, though. I'm never going to disrespect him, even though that dang sucker is a damn Celtic.
Yes, sir.
I hate everything green, man.
Man, we can talk about this in eras. Like, for that era, they were the greatest team. They were the best thing since sliced bread. For that era. But absolutely. Like you said, you picked them up and dropped them off in the 80s, 90s.
You ain't doing that.
No.
You ain't doing it. You just ain't doing it. Because they didn't have nobody that could compete with that guy, man.
No.
They just didn't. So... hey, it is what it is, though. It's kind of like it's the argument that I always have about Wilt Chamberlain, too, man. Whenever you're talking about the greatest bigs, in my eyes, and this is going to sound biased, Shaquille O'Neal is the greatest big man that ever walked the face
the most
of
dominant? Yes, the most
absolutely.
dominant. Absolutely. Yeah.
Shaq would have destroyed all of them. Yeah. All of them.
I take him first, and then I put Kareem second. I mean, that's 2 Laker boys.
Wilt third?
No, I go Bill third. Bill won 5 4 MVPs. You can't erase, like I'm saying, for his era and for what he did, and he did a lot of that against Wilt. He won 8 of those championships against Wilt. He went through Wilt to get them.
Matt, it was against a bunch of dudes no taller than myself, and I'm just now pushing 6 foot, maybe on a good day with some good shoes. So. Nah, bro.
No, but hey, look, Bill primary adversary was Wilt Chamberlain. Like, we can talk about all the other guys on the team around those 2 guys, but when your adversary, the guy you're going up against, is Wilt freaking Chamberlain on offense and defense, that's your matchup. There's got to be something said for that.
No, there absolutely does. But I mean, hey, and Jerry West, can I get something real quick? And somebody that watches this show, hop down there in the comments if you think I'm absolutely correct. They need to change the logo. Change it. He was good, but he wasn't. I mean, when most people do their top 10. Nobody puts Jerry West up in the top 10, my guy. Nobody does.
No.
Are you putting Jerry West in your
No.
top 10? I'm
No.
not. I don't even think he's sniffing my top 20, my guy. Maybe top 20, and that's pushing it.
Right.
I can name 20 guys better than Jerry West all time.
Right.
So
who would
I
you
don't
change
know.
it to? Who would you change the logo to?
I mean,
Kobe?
okay. Of course I would say that, but realistically, let's just be honest. It should be Jordan, the Jumpman logo.
Yeah.
They should make it the Jumpman logo because Jordan was the first one to do it. He was that dude. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes, I'm doing Kobe, but if you did a poll, it's got to be Jordan.
Yeah.
It's got to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Plus that Jumpman logo, which is
it's clean. It's on all their jerseys, man.
That would look nasty. It would look nasty, man. But I mean, hey, Kobe doing the little reverse little dunk wouldn't be a bad logo either, though. I'm just saying, just throwing that out there. So, hey.
I don't know what his signature image is though. Like
it's the
reverse.
It's the revert. You remember the one that LeBron copied? That's his thing, man. That's like doing the little revert. That's his signature. Okay. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Hey, R.I.P. man. R.I.P. Lost him too soon. He was about to do some great things in this world too. I feel it. Yeah. But it is what it is. So you got anything else, man?
Nah, that's it, man.
Man, this was a quick one tonight, guys. As always, guys, we want to hear from y'all. Are y'all on Corey's side over here? Oh, see, the camera's messing with me. Are y'all on Corey's side over here? Are you on my guy Corey's side over here? You about to win this series? Are y'all with me? Y'all think these Nuggets is about to dust them out in 5? Hop down there in the comments for me, guys. Always hit the subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and hit that thumbs up button too if you liked our content. As always, guys, we signed on into this thing tonight. We're going to go ahead and we're going to sign on out. Peace out, guys.
Peace.